Men, listen carefully because no one's telling you this. The woman you choose will shape your entire future. Her past isn't just history. It's a preview of the storms you'll inherit. Ignore it, and you risk your money, your peace, and your legacy. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why her past matters, the red flags that predict pain, and how to protect yourself before it's too late. 1. Why a woman's past shapes her present. Let's cut through the fluff. People love to say the past doesn't matter. Sounds nice, right? Like a motivational Instagram quote. But in reality, the past is the blueprint of the present. And when it comes to relationships, ignoring a woman's past is like buying a house without checking the foundation. Looks fine today, but the cracks are waiting. Here's the thing. Every relationship, every heartbreak, every choice she's made has shaped how she views love, men, commitment, and even herself. If she's been through a string of toxic flings, do you really think she can just flip a switch and treat you differently? If she's been cheated on 10 times, you'll inherit her trust issues. If she's cheated on others, you'll inherit her lack of loyalty. Patterns don't vanish, they repeat. Now, this isn't about demonizing women. Men have pasts too, and those also matter. But as a man looking to build a future, you need to ask yourself, what am I signing up for? If her history is filled with chaos, instability, and questionable decisions, don't fool yourself into thinking you'll be the magical exception. Odds are you're stepping into a cycle that's been running long before you arrived. Psychology backs this up. Trauma, habits, and attachment styles formed years ago don't just disappear. A woman raised in dysfunction may crave drama because peace feels foreign. A woman used to short-term thrills may struggle with long-term loyalty. A woman who's constantly sought validation may never feel satisfied with yours alone. You're not just dating her, you're dating her experiences, her scars, her habits. Society tells men, be accepting. Don't judge. Love her for who she is today. And sure, compassion is important, but love without discernment is self-destruction. You're not heartless for asking, what baggage is she bringing into my life? And can I carry it without losing myself? Her past matters because it sets the tone for your future. If she hasn't processed it, healed it, or outgrown it, then guess what? You'll be the one paying the price. 2 red flags from her past that predict future pain. Not all pasts are created equal. Some women learn, grow, and emerge stronger. Others repeat the same mistakes like they're stuck on a loop. The key is knowing the difference. Let's talk about the red flags that should make you pause before investing your time, energy, and future. Red flag number 1, a trail of broken relationships. If she has a history of short, explosive flings or a pattern of constant breakups, don't assume you'll be the guy she magically sticks with. The most reliable predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Red flag number 2, cheating history. If she's cheated before, take it seriously. People say, oh, she was young. It was a mistake. Maybe. Or maybe it's a habit. Cheating is often less about opportunity and more about character. A lack of loyalty in the past is a giant warning sign. Red flag number 3, addiction to chaos. Some women thrive on drama. Their exes were all crazy. Their friendships are full of fights. They can't go a month without some crisis. If that's her past, it'll be your future headache. Don't underestimate how addictive chaos can be for people who grew up in it. Red flag number 4, constant need for validation. Scroll through her history. If she's always needed male attention through hookups, flings, or endless social media thirst posts, understand that validation craving doesn't disappear just because she's with you. You'll be competing with her addiction to outside approval. Red flag number 5, victim mentality. If her past is a string of stories where she's always the victim and never accountable, run. That means she hasn't learned. And if she hasn't learned, she'll repeat. And when it happens with you, she'll paint herself as the victim once again. Here's the brutal truth. Red flags don't mean she's a bad person. They mean she hasn't dealt with her past. If she hasn't faced it, you'll inherit it. And no amount of love, patience, or being different will save you from the consequences. Your job isn't to fix her, it's to protect yourself. And that starts with taking her past seriously. 3. Protecting your future by choosing wisely. So what do you do with all this? It's not about paranoia, it's about discernment. You don't need a woman with a spotless storybook past. That doesn't exist. What you need is a woman who's faced her past, honestly, learned from it and grown beyond it. Here's how you tell the difference. Look at patterns, not excuses. Anyone can spin a sob story about why things went wrong. Don't get lost in the narrative. Watch the behaviour. If her past is littered with the same mistakes, chances are it'll happen again. See if she takes accountability. Mature women own their past. They'll say, "What? Yes, I messed up." Here's what I learned. Immature women blame everyone else. If she's not accountable for yesterday, she won't be responsible for tomorrow. Check how she handles peace. Some women claim they want stability, but when they get it, they sabotage it because it feels boring. If she can't sit with calm without stirring drama, she's not ready for a healthy future with you. Ask yourself, does her past align with my future? If you want loyalty, but she has a history of disloyalty, are you ignoring reality? If you want family, but she's always avoided commitment, are you lying to yourself? Attraction blinds men, but truth protects them. And here's the ultimate test. Pay attention to your gut. Most men sense the red flags early, but they silence themselves because she's beautiful, fun, or exciting. That's the trap. Excitement fades, but consequences don't. Machiavelli once said, men ought either to be well treated or crushed. Apply that to yourself. Either choose a woman who builds you up or distance yourself completely. Don't half invest in someone whose past will crush your future. The final word, her past, doesn't automatically disqualify her. But if she hasn't grown from it, healed from it, or changed from it, then yes, her past will ruin your future. And if you ignore that warning, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. 4. How society tricks men into ignoring her past. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Modern culture conditions men to ignore reality. You're told, don't judge her. Everyone has a past. Just focus on who she is now. Sounds noble, but it's a trap. Why? Because it demands you deny patterns that will shape your future. Look at how movies, TV shows, and social media frame things. The reformed wild girl trope is everywhere. She partied, broke hearts, lived recklessly. But then one special guy shows up and suddenly she's ready to settle down. Men eat that up because it feeds the ego. I'll be the one who changes her. Except most men don't. They just become another chapter in the same cycle. Even worse, men who raise concerns about a woman's past are shamed. Call out red flags and you'll hear you're insecure, you're controlling, or real men don't care. But let's be honest, every man cares when her history crashes into his future. The divorce courts, the custody battles, the endless fights, those aren't fantasies, they're consequences. Society protects women from accountability by demonizing male discernment. But discernment isn't cruelty, it's self-respect. Just like you wouldn't invest in a business with a history of fraud, why would you invest your life in someone whose choices predict future chaos? The irony. Women vet men by their past all the time. She'll want to know about your exes, your stability, your track record. If your past screams unreliable, she won't touch you. But when men do the same, suddenly it's unfair. That double standard exists because society benefits from men ignoring risk. 5. When her past becomes your baggage. Let's say you ignore the warnings. You tell yourself, the past is the past. I'm different. I can handle it. Here's what happens. Her past becomes your baggage. You inherit problems you didn't create, but now have to carry. Maybe she has unresolved trauma. Guess who becomes her emotional punching bag? You. Maybe she has trust issues from being cheated on. Suddenly, you're being interrogated for texts, accused for staying late at work, forced to prove your loyalty over and over. That's her past invading your present. Or maybe her lifestyle choices created real consequences. Debts, broken ties, children with men who aren't in the picture. Those consequences don't vanish because you love her. They land in your lap. Now your money, your peace, your energy gets drained to pay for mistakes you didn't make. You need to ask yourself, am I prepared to carry this load for the rest of my life? Because once you commit, you don't just get her smile and laughter. You get her scars, her demons, her unfinished business. And unless she's done the hard work to process it, you'll end up fighting wars that aren't even yours. Love is a partnership, not a rescue mission. The smartest men understand that. The rest, they confuse attraction with responsibility and pay the price. Men, hear me clearly. Your future is too valuable to gamble on someone else's past. Look at the patterns, not the excuses. Pay attention to accountability, not the stories. Because if you ignore the red flags, her past will become your prison. If this message hit you, like the video, share it with a man who needs to wake up, and subscribe for more no-nonsense truths, and drop a comment. What's the biggest red flag from a woman's past that you refuse to ignore?